Hold up. Wait a minute.
Bruh.
Did you hit the like button? Drop some rabbits in the chat. Let's go.
Hit that like, hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat, hit chat. Hit that like, hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. If you want the tea, come see me. Rabbit hole is the place to be for real news, not fake news. Celebrity news, breaking news around the clock. Real talk, best on the block. I rock, I rock, I rock, I rock. Real talk, best on the block. I rock, I rock. Hit that like, hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat, big chat. Hit that like, hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop some drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. True crime is my specialty. Exposing the industry. Unsolved mysteries. Sticking to reality. Fair use commentary. Talking about cults. Trying to get results. Exploring cults. Exploring. Researching. Debunking. Investigating. Being nosy. Super nosy. Being messy. Being shady. Rabbit hole news. That's me. The chick with ADHD. Unmedicated. But quite educated. Hit that like. Hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat. Hit chat. Hit that like. Hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop some drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Hit that like. Hit that like. Let's go. Let's go. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show.
Testing now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hold up. Testing. Can you hear? Yeah, now you can hear me. Listen, I need to get a new mic cord because I think the back of the mic cord is a little loose. I mean, that's what happens. You know, it is what it is. Can y'all? Yes. Y'all can hear me now? Can you hear me now? And I did a little arranging and moving stuff. You said Bruce did me wrong too. Every time we hook up Bruce, the mic just kind of goes off every time. Welcome, everybody. I'm over here yelling like everybody can hear me, and you guys can't even hear me. Yeah, the CEO likes to come over here, and she likes to play around. Thank you. I'm sorry, but I was also arranging things around. So, yeah. So my apologies. We got sound now. Get over it. Get over it, because you guys are out of order right now. Get over it. We're back. I do need to get a new cord for the mic, though. That is true. I think it's a little loose. Anyways, moving forward. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Shout out to all the members, the beautiful, wonderful people here in the chat. Did you guys get notified that we were live? Oh, my goodness. Did YouTube do the job? Did you get notified? I know everybody's out of order here. Did you get notified of this live? No. Everybody's out of order.
When you are out of order, you're out of order. You're out of order. The whole trial is out of order. They're out of order.
Yep, you guys are out of order. Get it together. As soon as if I do a rookie move and I'm like muted or whatever, you guys start acting up and start acting out of order. Stop it. Get it together. Get your shit together. Okay. Welcome everybody. Make sure you guys are voting and hitting that like button. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We have much, much, much to review. That's right. You can't handle the truth. See, I need that one too. I need that one too. You can't handle the truth. Get back in order. Like right now. Ahorita, ahorita. Now, see, it's disrespectful to snap fingers. So I better not do that. That is like a sign of, that's disrespectful. It's a sign of disrespect when somebody snaps fingers. So we're not going to do that. But anyways, get it together. Oh, snap. What did I walk into? Please don't piss off the rabbit. I'm not. Sylvia. Shout out to Sylvia. Sylvia. We're getting, by the way, shout out to Sylvia. Sylvia got us this. I was about to buy it and she got it for me. Thank you so much, Sylvia. So we're going to frame it. We're going to put it like right over here, but I still need to get a frame for it. The frame that I got didn't really go with it, but there's just so many pictures that I like. Like I like this one right here. This is like amazing, but some of these pictures, they got J-Lo over here. The only time we've ever appreciated J-Lo is here. Okay. Other than that, that's it. That's all. But hey, I thought it was great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, literally, thank you, Sylvia. I appreciate it. But we're going to frame that. We're going to put it up there. Okay. Oh, yes. Little John did say snap your fingers and the two-step. That's right. That is true. But like when you snap your fingers to get somebody's attention or like, hey, it's kind of rude. I don't know. Don't point those fingers. Oh, yes. And you can't be pointing fingers. You can't. You got to be careful when you do that. All right, guys. Welcome. Shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday. We are here to get started. You say you can get a new cable with your new income. What new income? Oh, that's right. I work for Diddy. I forgot. Oh, Diddy and Jay. See, this is the problem that I have with that clownery. Okay. Literally, I'm over like these cables, these cords, they cost money, right? Like, get it together. Why the hell would like you think somebody that works for Diddy or Jay-Z would have at least a decent cable cord or cable cords? Like, stop it. Thank you, Don, for reminding me about the job that I don't have and the salary that I don't have, but somehow I'm on somebody's payroll. I love it. I love it. Shout out to the beautiful, wonderful people that use common sense. Okay. Welcome. All right. So we got some stuff to get into, guys. So apparently China has exposed us. Are we surprised? China said, excuse me, United States, you've been exposed. Even though I'm like, didn't we already know the shit that they've exposed? Anyways, we're going to get into that. The Menendez brothers situation, guys, I have not been following. But we got some Menendez brothers news. And that DA, I don't know. He's kind of like, maybe he's doing too much. I'm not really sure, but we're going to get into that. Then we also have the Hollywood elite, Katy Perry, Gayle King. You know what? Shout out to BJ. I was watching BJ what she posted on X, and she said that it almost felt like the housewives. The housewives went to space. I was so here for it. But the thing is the first thing that I saw when I saw these, Hollywood elites go to space was Gayle King's face. She had a Fuchi face. You guys know, shout out to her. Y'all know what a Fuchi face is, right? Let me know if you know what a Fuchi face is. Okay. She had this like Fuchi face when she was getting off the craft, like, bitch, get out of my way. What are you doing here? She had this face. Okay. It was well, I'll show it to you. And then shout out to BJ. She's gonna go live. I would go live too on this, but I'm gonna be picking up one of the children of the corn, the middle one. I gotta pick him up from school, so I won't be able to go live on that. But there is a hearing today on Diddy, so we're gonna talk about Diddy. Ladies in space, but Sylvia, she had a Fuchi face. We gotta talk about that food. She looks so unhappy. Now I can understand. I would be terrified too. China told us that they're collecting our info through TikTok years ago, so we shouldn't be shocked. No, right, Beth? Like, what am I? Are we really that surprised? Yes, at 1:50, I won't be able to be here, but otherwise I would be reporting on it. So we gotta talk. And then what else do we have? I think that's it. Where do we start? All right, now let's end this poll. And thank you so much. Hold up. Did I miss a Morris? Thank you again. Shout out to you, Morris, for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Thank you, Morris, for the $2 that make you holler. Get back in order right now. Today, right now. Shout out to everybody. Belen said if I'm gonna be reporting live from Fyre Festival. I was there for a little bit. Listen, we can go there again. Listen, I was there and I saw, and I'm not impressed whatsoever. Like, let's time out for a minute, okay? Let's get back into this. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Okay, hold up. Now hold up. I gotta show you guys what's happening. What is happening at Fyre Festival? Like, we are live. We are live, literally live. Hold up, I had to put my sunglasses because the sun is very hot, but I can't see because this is like, there you go. There it is. We are live, and the shit is it's empty, y'all. It's at Fyre Festival. It's empty right now. Okay. I don't even see, I don't see nothing. Billy, where'd you go? Where'd you go, Billy? It's empty. I have no updates. I still need to go get my hat. It's ghost. Fyre Festival is ghosted. Okay. Where's everybody? That's right. Where's it? It's ghosted. I told you guys we would come and go from location live. We're there. Nobody's there. Okay. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. Now hold up. These shades right here. They go dark. So I have a hard time seeing on these shades. Just saying. Listen, that's right. Billy didn't start the fire. Well, there is no fire yet. Maybe we're a little too early. We're a little too early. But I told you guys we were going to be live on location. I wasn't joking. I said, listen, we're like, now we're back. All right, let's go back to studios. Oh my God, I'm jagging right now. I'm having a moment. Matt, shout out to Matt. Matt said, oh, well, you're jagging right now. I said I was there. Just like the girl who said that she was in the car when Tupac was shot. That shit. Oh, that was the fastest trip. You know, Jaguar Wright was part of the ladies that went to space too. Yeah, she was there too. That's gonna be the next story. Welcome. All right, y'all. We got to get it together. Where are we going to start? I was trying to start the poll, but you guys got me so distracted. I blame you. Where are we going to start? Let's start, or at least let's vote. Let's talk about the elites in space. The elites in space. Okay. We got Diddy stuff coming up as well. What else do we have? China is exposing the U.S. China, and what's the other one? And the Menendez brothers. Okay. Shout out to everybody. Go vote and hit that like button. Cheeks, thank you so much. Cheeks says, Cheeks said nothing. She said umbrella, and a little mojito, a little margarita. That's right. A little cuervo. I love it. Shout out to you. Thank you so much, Cheeks, for supporting my channel. I appreciate you. Thank you. Vote. That's right. Go vote. Oh, man. All right. Shout out to everybody. That's why Gayle was unhappy. There was something going on with Gayle. I don't know what happened with her. But she looked really unhappy. And I'm like, how could she be so unhappy? Okay, here we go. So we got Menendez, China. Who's running? Okay. Let's talk about the elites in space. Why don't we start there? Let me tell you. So when I heard that they went to space for like 11 minutes, did you guys see Gale's face? Like, Gayle looked so unhappy. I didn't understand. She had this like face on her where she just wasn't having it. Like, let me show you before we really get into it. See if I can pull it. She had this face, and it was just like, bitch, I'm tired of this. Get out of my way type of situation. I said, oh my God, I hope she's okay. Maybe they got like really scared or something. But she had this face on her. Where is Gale's face? Everybody was talking about it. Hold up, y'all. See if I can pull it. Gale King. See, I lost my marker. Face. Space. Gale King's face. Space. Where'd she go? She just had like this look on her where she was just really tired. Here it is. Literally. So she was ringing the bell. Here it is. I found it. I found it. She was ringing the bell and she just had this face. And it could very well be because she was like, scared or whatever. Like I would probably be scared too. You just don't know. She had this face on her where she was like, I'm not having it. Underwhelming. Yeah. Like almost like get out of my way. I was surprised that Oprah wasn't part of this little thing. Like I was a little surprised that she wasn't there. I don't think so. But she had this face and everybody was talking about it. I said, well, first of all, I didn't even know they went to space. Like, and who chose them and who said, yep, these are which is great. Like, it's awesome to have like, all these women in space. I just had a lot of questions about how they got to go to space. Can a regular schmegular person go? But they were happy. Like, look at Gayle. She's like, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I just have to have a moment with the ground.
They were scared.
Just appreciate the ground for just a second. Thank you. Oh my God. That was amazing.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Hold up. Look at
Bezos has that hatch popped. Nate, Vlad, are you watching this?
We are watching it, Tony, and that is Bezos who just popped the hatch open, and he is welcoming all of the crew out for the first time.
Lauren Sanchez is out first. I think we're going to see Gayle the next because I think she's in the next position. I could be wrong about that, but let's listen in.
Oh my
God. Okay.
Katy!
Woo!
It is scary. Like imagine going on this thing right here and then you don't even know if you're gonna land or anything like that. You just don't know. Sylvia, thank you so much for the $4.99. Yeah, man. See you on the island. Sylvia, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. But I have to wonder. You said super secret celebrity, secret celebrity space program. Poor Lance Bass. Wrong Lance. Paid too much to go and never got to go. Was it Lance? Lance Bass? Randoger, was it him that paid and then he didn't get to go? Okay, how much does it cost to go to space? Like, is it a thing? You really think so? They were there for 11 minutes. Listen, they were there for 11 minutes, okay? Off the ground. And I saw that little thing land. I thought it was like a little too scary. That from NSYNC? So the Lance from NSYNC. Okay. Oh my God. Do you guys remember this right here? There was two of them that exploded live, Diamond Rainbow. There's another one that I remember of. Did I hear it or did I actually? There was one that exploded while on TV. Do y'all remember that one too? That shit is scary. It's scary. Yeah, you can go, but you got to pay. Like, how much is it? 350,000? Lord. Do they take Carla or what's that one? Or Affirm? Do they take what's that one, Pay As You Go? The Pay As You Go one. It was in the early 80s. In that one, there was another one though that I felt like was a horrible situation. It was the Challenger. So that's the 1986 one. Okay. Yeah, do they take Affirm? Can I like Affirm? Afterpay, Sezzle, Affirm, Layway, can we see? I'm down 350,000. Can y'all like do you guys take installments? We are so cheap over here. Listen, this is why we're getting exposed by China. We are so cheap over here. They're saying like, no, PayPal or pay as you go. See, my shrooms will take me to space. Tu mama's like, listen, we don't need to do all that, rabbit. We don't need to do all that. That's right. That's right. We don't. Oh my God. So they were just in space. They weren't like anywhere else, right? And I feel like, did they just plan this without telling the people about it, or what had happened? What made them say, all right, we're going to do this on this day? Because I feel like maybe not a lot of people knew about it, or what?
The guy parachutes. There go the girl parachutes. Just free.
Now, is that them screaming? Because people are screaming. That thing is going fast, by the way.
Falling right there until those drogues came out. And then next will be the main parachutes that get pulled out.
Hear that screaming inside the capsule?
And all 3 parachutes.
That's them screaming. They're screaming. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is like one of those, Six Flags ride that you're just like, I don't know if I want to get down. Nancy Johns, thank you for the $9.99, my love. Shout out to you, Nancy. Thank you for supporting the channel. Oh my God. Hola, Rabbit and Chad. Hope your Monday starts with good vibes. I hope everybody starts with good vibes. At the very least, if you're having a bad day, I hope you're here and that you get a little bit of, something to talk about. Literally, you could hear them scream. I would be screaming too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd be like, holy shit, I wouldn't be able to like say anything.
It's reefing and they will slowly inflate, slowing the capsule to a nice, smooth 10, 15 miles.
Wait. So this thing is being held by parachutes? That's crazy.
An hour. They are cruising back home.
3 good parachutes.
Oh no.
And I tell you, Kristen, from having gone through all of the simulations, I have gone through all of the training. They put you in the capsule that simulates all of this, including the sounds. And when you hear the motors of the parachutes pop out,
that's crazy.
That is the best moment in flight.
And you will see a puff of smoke when it touches down, a puff of dust.
That should be
That's normal.
A puff of dust, last milliseconds. Air cushion that will kick up the dust. It's a very soft landing despite the sporty perception. There it is.
Oh, bitch, that's not a soft landing. They're like, you're gonna see a puff of dust. No, man, that is not a soft landing. You're kidding. There's nothing soft about that. Okay. I'd be like, oh no. Yanni says, so it's like the rich people paying to see the Titanic at the bottom of the ocean, but space. There you go. Yanni, I agree with you on that. That is not, I'm sorry. I know, a small puff of smoke. I'm like, you're not even describing the shit that we're seeing, right? That's not how it works. So okay, let me ask you guys a question. Do you think, how much you think they pay to do this? A lot of this seems like such a distraction too. Like, look, if I had the money, sure, whatever. But like, it just seems like a huge distraction too. Look at that.
Congratulations and welcome back to Earth.
That's crazy.
Do status check.
The guy.
I mean, that's cool that it was like all women. I like that. I like that it was all women. I like that, but I don't know, man.
I'm so proud of us. I really am proud of me because I never in a gazillion years thought I could do this. People are ringing the bell and everybody's smiling and I'm just.
See, I told you she had the stink face. She had the face. She said, look, people are ringing the bell and I'm smiling. I told you guys. You said Oprah paid for Gale? Probably. Look, I knew it.
It's because at that moment, I was so afraid. I just wanted to get into my seat because I just wanted to let the training kick in. I just wanted to get inside the capsule and sit down. So the process of walking up there was a little.
Can I just say though, that outfit, that's a really cute outfit. Okay. I mean, is that a space outfit? It's like almost like fashionista in space. Like, look at that. That's a cute outfit.
A little daunting for me. But I did think that what all the stuff that you hear about the blackness and the blue is it's a neon blue, and it's still and it's quiet, and we were all feeling this experience together. I know I will never forget it. So for me, it just says to me, if I can do this, I was telling these guys, I might even now get my ears pierced. I've never gotten my ears pierced.
If I can do this, who can afford it? Like I said, do they take a firm? Carla, or that pay as you go, layaway? How do we do it? Because it's not like we regular folks can do it.
That hurts. Oh I walked out of there thinking, gosh, I can do anything. I can do anything. I'm so proud of us. I really am proud of me, because I never in a gazillion years thought I could do this. People are ringing the bell and everybody's smiling, and I'm just.
She had a steak. This is the first image that I saw. I said, "Oh, Gayle looks mad. Oh, Gayle looks like she was ready to just get out of there. She looks mad. She's probably scared. I don't know, y'all. I mean, that's first of all, let me just say it's awesome to have like women go up there. At the same time, I'm just like, that was 11 minutes. I thought they'd be up there for like 5 months or something. Just joking. Just joking. Why 11 minutes though? And was it all the way to space, or was it just like I thought they were going to go to the moon or something? I don't know. We hear you. I know she was screaming. Somebody was screaming. I think they were all screaming. You know, you said Gayle also got to drive to the underground tunnels with Musk. There you go. This lady goes everywhere. Gayle is everywhere. Gayle is everywhere. Wow. Right. This is that rich people thing. That's like what Yanni said. You want to go to the Titanic. Basically, that's how much you would pay. Thank you. Sylvia says, I can make a list of celebrities that can go next. Diddy's on it and not come back. Oh my God, Sylvia. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sylvia, for helping me meet the goal. Thank you, guys. Shout out to everybody that supported the channel. Thank you. I appreciate you, Sylvia. Sylvia's like, there's a lot. 65 miles. Bob, what do you mean 65 miles to what? Say more. It's just a lower orbit. That's where they went. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, the outfits are cute. You know, Katy promoted her tour. Outer Space. Is that what it's called? She promoted it. I mean, I would do the same. You know, now it's time for them to visit the Titanic. See the little submersibles and all those things. People want to go there. Yeah, no. Anyways, moving on. So let me know. And these are all, I know there was a journalist. Of course, the two names that a lot of people know is Gayle King and Katy Perry and the other lady. But I mean, what do you guys think? It did give like, what is it? Housewives in space. Whatever. It totally gave that, but I thought that was hilarious. Okay, let's move on. Because we definitely got some stuff to review outside of the elites in space. Let's talk about, oh my goodness, talk about the Menendez. So this Menendez situation is really interesting, and I think we got to talk about it because I think that this, like, first of all, they had a little bit of a win, but there's some stuff happening too, I think, just in general with this new DA. And this new DA is like, listen, we're not having it. I don't think you're innocent. He's not in support of the retrial or anything like that, but I guess it doesn't really matter at this point because they're going to move forward with it. So Menendez brothers' aunt hospitalized after the DA shares graphic photos in court. We are devastated. Their aunt is among other 20 relatives who want the brothers released. So Eric and Lyle and their 84-year-old aunt, and I think they just had a relative that died who was opposed to their release, by the way, and I believe it was around the holidays. Terry, this is the aunt Terry, has been hospitalized after prosecutors showed graphic crime scene images at the brothers' hearing, the family said. The relatives are slamming the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office for their cruel presentation in court on Friday and said they're taking formal action to demand the DA, Nathan Hodgman's office, be removed from the case. Can they remove the DA? I mean, I know you can remove a judge, but like, unless they assign another DA to it. Can they remove can they say no, they're not going anywhere? You don't think so, Bob? Say more. Paige. Paige. They need a housewives of the penitentiary. Oh my goodness. You said from listening to the relatives, I believe that they were abused, but still don't think they should be released. A lot of people are right there with you, Diamond. There's a lot of individuals that are sexually abused by family members that don't kill people, don't kill their family members, right? Like that is a thing. There's a lot of people out there. So a lot of people do feel like there's something to be said about that. One thing I have a hard time, and I feel like we can't really remove, is the fact that no matter how you paint it, there's still the music industry that's behind Eric and Lyle Menendez, okay? Because of their father and the connections and everything else that he had. So keep that in mind. It's weird how there is this dark shadow of the industry behind the Menendez brothers, and how they were, if you believe what they've said, they've been victimized by the industry to a certain degree, as well as some of the boys from Menudo. Even though Ricky Martin has publicly not talked about it, by the way, Ricky Martin had a win. So he had I would say a win for both sides because they both dropped the cases. Ricky Martin had a nephew who came forward and made allegations. There was a lawsuit that was filed by Ricky Martin's nephew, and they've been going back in court. Well, last week they had a win on that lawsuit. The nephew was making allegations against Ricky Martin. Menudo is connected one way or another to the Menendez brothers, okay? Because of, the RCA connections and all that other stuff. My goodness. Ooh, Mar. Hey, stay safe, says Rabbit. There was a 5.2 earthquake in San Diego, and I'm 45 minutes north and felt it. Lugo, thank you so much for this $4.99. Be careful and stay safe. Did anybody feel it?
It's coming from one
particular
side or the other. We want to get right to our chief investigator.
Sorry, I need to put this on mute. Did anybody feel an earthquake from that area? Let me know. Ooh, be safe, guys. Be safe, be safe, be safe. Thank you so much, Mar, for this. I appreciate you. Yeah, be safe, everybody. So you can't remove the RCA connection, the head of RCA connection to the Menendez brothers. They're intertwined. You didn't feel anything? Okay. All right. I'm used to earthquake. Well, yeah, when you live in that area, you're kind of used to it too. I have a friend who felt it. You had a friend who felt it. Wow. Y'all be careful, okay? Be careful and tell your friends and families and loved ones to be careful. Usually an earthquake is never a good sign. Check the weather on the other side of the world to figure out what's going on. Very telling. Okay. So this is what we have so far. So Eric and Lyle Menendez, who are serving a life sentence in prison without the possibility of parole for the 1989 murders of their parents, Jose and Katy Menendez, are still fighting to be released after 35 years behind bars. Over 20 of their relatives are pushing for their release, arguing they endured horrific abuse at the hands of, the parents. Okay. So they have admitted that guilt and apologized and have used their decades in custody to help others. Now, the aunt, who is Jose Menendez's sister, that's his sister, okay, is battling colon cancer, but she traveled from her home in New Jersey to Los Angeles to support her nephews at their hearing, where the family says she was forced to, without warning, witness the images, including her brother's body. No physical pain has ever kept her from being there for her nephews. That's what the family says. But the display put on by the DA's office pushed her past the brink. Well, the DA is going to bring all these gory images because that's what the DA does, right? Like they're going to bring all these gory images, whatever it may be. Keep that in mind. Terry was found unresponsive on Sunday morning and was hospitalized in critical condition. We are devastated. Terry may not recover from what was done to her and to all of us in the courtroom. We deserve better. We firmly believe that if the DA's office has shown even an ounce of consideration for us as victims, we would not be hoping for one more day with Terry right now. So Keep that in mind. I mean, they're mad at the DA, and I mean, they've been mad at the DA. They're going to stay mad at the DA until something is done. Let me know what you guys think. I guess the images must have been horrific. Well, that whole crime scene was horrific. Like, I remember watching when, like, they have documentaries. They've blurred stuff out. But, you know, even like you could see the trail of blood. You could see that whole crime scene was horrific. Yeah. Keep in mind. Keep in mind. It is sad. You said, I'm just sorry. Just because a person was abused does not mean that it's okay to murder. Maybe new trial and different sentence, but still a murder is wrong. A lot of people feel that way too. It's just sad overall, but I hope that sounds like they got a battle. Sounds like they got a battle ahead of them, right? Right. Wonder if they're warned prior to showing images. I see, that's the question that I have. Like, you would think that they would have been like, all right, guys, we're going to be showing these images. They weren't warned. I don't know, but if you're going to a trial typically or a hearing, I mean, you kind of, I feel like in a way you're expecting to see just about anything, in a way. But thank you so much for the 199, Mar. Thank you. You said, I'm sorry, but where was the family's energy during the trial? There you go. You said, well, if they're going to show that stuff, then at least they can do is give it a warning for people. That's right. Hey, Rosie O'Donnell. She says she's like, she's the only, who was it? Was it Kyle or Lyle? I think it's Lyle. Lyle is like the only straight guy that she feels safe around. She has a friendship with them. Listen, I have a problem with Rosie O'Donnell even saying that, okay? Because I'm like, what? What? Yeah, no. I don't know. Why didn't the other family's members help her? I wonder. I don't know. That was very odd for Rosie to have said that publicly. You know, I don't know how I felt about that. She said it. She said that she had a friendship with one of them. I said, "Oh, really? Why is that?" And he's like the only straight guy that she ever, it's like weird to even put he's the only straight guy, to even say that, like as if that's going to make anybody feel any different. Like, oh, it's coming from you, Rosie. That means a lot. Rosie, let me see if I can pull it, because I did hear that. And I want to say it was Lyle Menendez. Yeah. Here it is. I'm not misquoting her. Rosie O'Donnell, by the way, this is Fox News, of course. Rosie O'Donnell says convicted killer Lyle Menendez is the first straight man she can love and trust. Like, even the fact that it's like, did she directly say that's the first straight man? Because I have a problem with that. That's just weird to even say that. She moved to like Ireland, and her daughter, I think, changed her last name because her daughter doesn't want anything to do with her as well. So I'm like, I don't know. You said, what happened to Tom Cruise? I don't know. What? What'd she say about Tom Cruise? Is he the only Scientologist she can trust? Is that what she's going to say? Oh my God. Does she have a relationship with Tom Cruise? That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. That's what I got to say about that. You find it funny? I don't know. It is a weird thing. Hey, fail pessimist. And of course she feels safe. They're locked up and they can't do anything to her. There you go. I cannot. So if they're saying, so if they're gay, she automatically trusts them. I don't know. It's like the statement. It's a weird statement. And the thought that people weren't going to take that statement out of context or in context, I don't know. I don't even know what to make of that statement. It's an awful and off statement to make. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, moving on, guys. We have to talk about Diddy. So Diddy has a hearing today, guys. We have to talk about it. I wish I can go live on it, but I won't be able to. I know, shout out to BJ. She'll be live and she'll probably, be going through every piece of the hearing. I think it's good. So Sean Diddy Combs set to face New York judge on new charges of sex trafficking. So Sean Diddy Combs is due in court Monday afternoon to formally enter a plea to the super insidious. I'm like making up words. Super insidious. See, Yo, I caught myself. Superseding indictment returned earlier this month. The judge on Monday ordered Combs' arraignment, at which he is expected to plead not guilty. The new indictment against Combs adds an additional charge of sex trafficking and an additional charge of transportation to engage in prostitution, exposing Combs to the possibility of additional prison time if convicted. Combs is expected to be tried on now 5 counts, a 5-count indictment next month. He was arrested last year after being charged in a sprawling sex trafficking indictment. He has denied all allegations and pled not guilty to both previous indictments. Let me stop right here. Do you guys honestly think that this trial is going to happen? Like, I don't know. I feel like with all these new indictments, is it really gonna happen? Like, I'm surprised it hasn't been pushed back. Maggie, thank you. That's right. When English is not English-ing, thank you. Watch me start talking in Spanish. You're gonna see me, right, Mar? You're gonna see me start talking in Spanish live. Look at Wim. You said they should give an Oprah a one-way ticket to Mars. See, why wasn't Oprah on that thing? I don't know. You don't think it's going to happen this year? I'm surprised that they haven't pushed to but see, I think that Diddy's impatient. I think he wants out. I think he wants out and he can't get out. I think he wants out. So I'm kind of wondering, is it going to happen with all these new charges and stuff like that? You think the date of the trial will change tomorrow? I think so too, but I don't know. It just makes it sound like they're really, really with this. Who knows what's going to happen today? My money, it's that it's going to get pushed. My money, it's that it's going to get pushed. You said, you know what, Diamond? I agree. All the entertainment industries, why don't they put them in a little ship and send them? Maybe they need their own little planet. Isn't there water in Mars? Right? They can have their own laws and their own things in a whole different planet and just leave us to be over here. Just leave us be over here. Okay? You guys can go do the most in Mars. Put them all in a little spaceship. Have them go out there. Take Elon with you. Take them all with you. Take them all. Take them all. Take them all. So we can all just live a regular schmegular life over here. You said Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it. See, and they have been really good at predicting everything. That's what I heard. They can go bye-bye. You know what? That's a good point. That's what they want. They want to leave us with the trash earth. They want to mess it up and then they leave us with the trash earth. Yeah, take this guy with you too. Please do. Please do. Please do. We're not going to miss him over here. I promise you. I promise we will not miss him. If Diddy gets out, I'll never have any faith in the legal system. Not that I do now. Well, Lord, take Elon, take Oprah. Ooh, take Elon, take Oprah, take all of them. Take all of them. All of them with you. Go ahead. Go away. Bye-bye. Take Yolanda Saldívar with you while you're up there too. Take that lady too. Anyways, moving forward. Moving forward. So we're going to keep our ear on the hearing and see what happens next, I guess. But I don't know. I'm surprised they haven't pushed it back yet. I'm really, really surprised. They push it back, then Diddy stays incarcerated, right? That's right. He does. Take Xenu with you too. That's right, Petty. Tell them, take Xenu. Y'all are too much. Okay. Hey, let's talk about China. Oh my goodness, because I kind of want to see if we have some time to talk about this earthquake that's happening. I want to talk about China. So China has exposed us. Yeah, listen, they didn't expose me. They exposed you guys. They didn't expose me. They exposed you guys. They didn't say nothing to me. They exposed you guys. That's what they did. They said, we're going to expose you. Listen.
Going over in China. And if you don't know, click the search bar and see how China just exposed America. That designer that you've been spending your money on, $200, $300, $400, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, all of your hard-earned money basically been going to knockoffs, if that's what y'all want to call them. Canal Street specials, if I might say. China is basically saying that your favorite designer gets their bags, their clothes, their shoes made in China, not Italy. So when you thinking you getting the finest of threads, you getting them from China. And now China is saying that they got them for the low, like they been had them, but they just not keeping it secret no more. So what they're saying is that designer that we've been wearing, they've been making, and they make them for cheaper, and we might as well not buy that designer that we've been buying.
Let me stop right here. And what designer stuff do I have? Well, back when I definitely pulled back a lot when I when I had to leave my job for when baby Bunny was born. I mean even before that. But I do have a thing about bags. I don't have anything I think I have a used Louis a little wallet or whatever, but I always feel some type of way about spending money on things that I feel like somebody can like the value is there. You know what I'm saying? But like somebody can take from you and stuff like that. I just don't ever like everything that I have has always been like used before or like handed down, if that makes sense. And there's something to be said about, for me, I find value in what is vintage. I find value in what is like I don't know, like there's something to be said about vintage things. Like you said, my Crocs are luxurious. Tu mama, the Crocs are probably made over there too, right? I'm a vintage kind of girl, guys. I really, really am. And I'm a reuse kind of girl. Like that's just how I am. I find something really fulfilling about having something that's vintage more so than new. So for me, that I've always been that way. I'll never forget like the one time that I spent money on something that was like a brand, I was nervous. I was nervous about holding it and carrying it around. Something about it made me so nervous. You said handbag designer here. Are you a handbag designer, Blair? Well, that's what I'm saying is like I find like when I see people repurpose like the Louis Vuittons or certain, bags, I find value in the repurposing of something that was valuable for a person back in the day. If I go to a Goodwill, I look for something that I can repurpose. Something about putting work into it. I don't know. It makes me feel like I earned it. But I'm more of it. You said, shut up, Wim. Not the 1700s clothes. Wim, stop. So for me, you'll never find me buying something. Have I bought something full price? Yes. But you'll never see me buying something of like straight out of designer. And any time that I have, it makes me a little bit nervous. It really does. It really, really does. But I'm different. Like my mom and because I have other sisters, they love those designer stuff. I don't. Stay out of China politics. Are we talking about China politics? Are we talking about China politics? Did we talk about China politics? He said, that is why you never throw anything away, Rabbit. That's right. So wait, when did we talk about China politics? When? What did I do? Janie, when? When did we talking about upscaling things? I'm so confused. Okay, well, thank you. Let me hit play on this, all right?
It's kind of strange to me because a lot of people been losing their lives to get designer. It's a lot of people that lost their lives over designer. And you're telling me that China's been making it? All I can say is this trade war is exposing the real from the fake and the fake from the real. If that makes sense. I'm out. So now we know why America really didn't want us to see what they was doing over.
I kind of agree. Yeah, nobody's talking about politics. Just because I say China doesn't mean that I'm speaking specifically about politics. Wim, be careful. Shout out to you. Be careful with your blood pressure. Let's not blow gaskets over things. And by the way, this is my channel, guys. I talk about everything that I want to talk about. So, yeah. Okay. So luxury lies exposed. And I think TikTok is going a little bit crazy about this. Speaking of designer. What's everybody showing me on these ads? Designer things. It's like they know what I'm talking about. Not my Louis, my heart hurts. Thank you for the $1.99. Mar, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get into this. Let's see. So an online firestorm is erupting on Chinese social media platforms as creators and influencers expose luxury American brands that claim made in US while quietly mass producing goods in Chinese factories, all in response to Trump's latest tariff hikes. President Trump has threatened to impose 125% tariff on all Chinese imports. So of course a lot of this is, people are getting upset. However, China isn't staying silent. Online platforms, including TikToks, are now flooding with videos of Chinese factory workers revealing the origins of big name items. From Michael Kors. Now, Michael Kors I knew was definitely made in China. Coach, another one. Now, Levi's jeans, which by the way, I love me some Levi's jeans. I'm a fan of Levi's. I cannot believe that they're also made in China. It's in China. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Some factories in other countries, such as Italy, has Chinese workers. Right, Blair? But, it's a little bit different to say, like all of it is being made outside of here. Well, then I guess we can bring those jobs over here. What's the deal? Why can't we get people to make these designer things over here? I mean, let me know. Have a good day, Diamond. Shout out to you. Why can't we get people to make this stuff over here? I love Levi's. Levi's is like one of my favorite brands. I do. But I have to wonder. See, people want to talk about like, we don't have no jobs, we don't have anything, but y'all don't want to make the clothes. So okay, so let's make the clothes over here. What's the deal? Yeah, everybody should be, but so what's the deal? Let's pay everybody the way they need to be paid. Nobody's gonna want to do that kind of job, guys. Let's be very real. Okay? This is crazy to me. But hey, let's watch a little bit of these TikTokers, okay? Let's see. Ooh, hold up. Watch. See if I can. Here it is.
Of luxury goods is wild right now because luxury goods are a huge source of soft power for the West. Soft power is power through things like culture, music, even language. Like US TV shows, that's a form of soft power because it makes the US aspirational and desirable in some ways. So with luxury brands, Fendi, Prada, Gucci, these Birkins, it creates this aspiration for the West, or aspiration to be European in a way, showing that Europe is this gold standard of quality.
That's interesting. See, and everybody on TikTok, they are all going in. Here it is.
When that Chinese man got on this app and said all the luxury items are made in China and they only go to Italy to have the tag put on it, the designer tag, and once that designer tag is put on it, now it can say made in Italy because only that small little percentage was actually made in Italy, but that's all it takes to say made in Italy. Now it makes it over here to our designer boutiques, and we're spending thousands upon thousands of dollars for something that was in fact made in China, not Italy. I don't care how much.
Y'all hear that? You guys hear that? That doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me at all. Are you guys surprised? I'm not that all of this is like made in China while the tag says Italy. And we know what they lied. What does BJ Sweater said? They lied. They've been lying to us. I'm not surprised at all.
How much you're spending on a thing. Chances are it is coming from China.
Yep.
The only part that was actually.
Thank you, Beth. You can't hate the hustle. You can hate the lies, but you can't hate the hustle.
Made in Italy was when they put the designer tag on there. And this is why the wealthiest of wealthy people buy inspired by items. Why? Why would you spend the whole thing? Listen, I did a whole series on Birkins, and in one of the, you can see it in my like viral things I have pinned up there, but one of the videos was talking about the Birkin sort of like Tupperware party that all the wealthy Upper East Side women in New York have. They're not spending money on real Birkins. They're not shucking and jiving for Birkin. They call the people over in China and get the same.
She's laughing. Blair says that's not entirely true. I think that they're complaining the replica market, not the actual designers. Now, see, that's a good question. Like, there is a whole market for replicas, right? For dupes. I think that's what they call it, right? The dupes or the fakes. I'll never forget the Sex and the City episode where listen, if you watch Sex and the City, let me know if you were a fan of Sex and the City, okay? I'll never forget the Sex and the City episode where they had the fake Fendi. They're going out there, the knockoffs. Thank you. They're going out there, and the Carrie and Samantha are outside, and that was my show back in the day. Sorry, y'all. I was in high school when this show was out. That was that's the thing, right? Like back in the day, and we used to watch reruns at my friend's house because I didn't have cable. There was an episode where they went to LA and they found somebody who sold fake Fendi. All the fake Fendis were in the truck of a car, which is the truth. Like everybody goes and they buy fake Fendi at and the swap meets in LA or you know, over there in you know, the areas where they have, everybody goes there. There is a market for the fake. There's a market for the fraud, and there's a market for the dupes and the knockoffs and everything. You know, it is what it is. You'll take a knockoff, Canal Street in New York. There you go. Major city. LA has its, you know, remates, swap meets, all these, you know, shopping places. Everybody's got a place for knockoffs. I mean, knockoffs, and it's a crime, but I mean, there's an industry for it. Sometimes you don't even know. Like, I'll never forget that one Christmas, maybe many years ago, I got somebody gave me a purse for Christmas, and it wasn't a Michael Kors. It was a Michelle Karen. The M and the, what is it? The M and the K. The M and the K looked alike. I was like, I thought this was a Michael. It's a Michelle Karen. All right, then, Michelle Karen. But people get busted for things like that. So you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. Kind of hard to tell, you know, it's becoming more difficult to tell the fake from the real.
Yeah. So if you know that people actually have Birkin Connects direct to manufacturer. That's how they're getting them made. But the wealthy people, the people who are not like going through the foolishness of the Birkin game, the people who could care less because they don't need to look rich. They're actually not trying to look rich because they are wealthy. That's the difference. Those are the people I'm talking about. But y'all, when that Chinese man got on his app and said all the luxury items,
you said Mar, thank you so much for the $4.99. I'm gonna get me a Folex instead of a Rolex. You go get yourself a Folex, and that's a real thing too. We were talking about this. I want to say maybe a year ago about a Folex, not a Vera Bang. Not. Oh my God, y'all! You guys are too much. Thank you, Night Charm. Thank you. And Wim just gifted 5 memberships. Hopefully they're not dupes, Wim, right? They're real memberships, not 5 fake memberships, but real memberships, no dupes. Okay. All right. Thank you. If you guys put some confettis or hearts in the chat, if you've been blessed by Wim. The Vera Bang kind of got me. I'm sorry. That shit took me out. Hold up. Now there's more videos. Let's watch this. Hold up. China's spilling the beans.
More than 80% of the luxury bags in the world are made in China.
Have you guys seen that TikTok video that the Chinese guy posted about exposing how luxury goods are made? Basically, most of the luxury brands we use every day are made in China, then shipped to Europe and sold to consumers at a premium. A wedding ring that we can buy for $2, they turn it into $2,000.
What?
China is the world's largest processing plant. You buy Gucci, 80% is made in China. Prada, 60% is made in China. Even Chanel, Fendi, Louis Vuitton, Adidas, Nike, etc. The only difference here is that China sends them to you.
I knew about the like the Nike and the Adidas, all those. By the way, Adidas is like my favorite brand. If I were to actually like brands, I would say Adidas. But like, you know, one thing I kind of wonder too, right? You know how you have like the Dollar Trees or the dollar stores, and I like going to the dollar stores too. But it got me thinking the other day about like where they make like all this stuff. See, I have this here because yep, this one says made in the U.S. These are like the little LA color nails. Every once in a while, I'll these are $1.25. Save me some money on a manicure, right? But this one says made in the US and then designed in the US, made in China. Hold up. Now I got some makeup crap in here. Look at this. So it's designed in the US but made in China. What? So all of these little things right here, maybe even for all we know, all the makeup products that we're using, it's probably all being produced in China too. All the big brands that you guys like to use, the ones that are sold in Sephora's and Ulta's. How do you know that some of those products aren't also being made in China? That's a lie. She's gonna be saying, well, okay, what about Hermes? That's another big brand. Blair, I know you said you're into design. You're a designer, right? Like, what about Hermes? Like, how do you even how do you even differentiate? Really, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So you actually have worked for a company that supplies dollar stores. The company I worked for might have manufactured the very nail kit you have if it says Gina or China. That might be a misprint. So it says designed in the US. That's what it's a lot of wordplay. I don't think I can. Here it is. See if I can. Designed in the US, made in China. Y'all see that? So very cute nails. I'll say that. Look at that. Those are cute. I like these. Like, they're not too crazy. Kind of see-through-ish, and I have them here. But all of the makeup, and I started thinking about this. I said, well, then is all the makeup, all the kind of makes you wonder, where are these products actually being produced? They say it's in the US, but really, is it really? Your next trip is going to be China. Let's go. Let's go.
Europe and they put some little label on them that says made in France, made in Italy. It's ridiculous. While people are still criticizing Tem for being cheap and of poor quality, those expensive and good products that you think are made in France and Italy are actually from China. So what do you have to worry about? Come on, your MAGA hats are made in China. And now President Trump has imposed an additional 144% tariff on China. Vice President J.D. Vance called the Chinese peasants. They're out of line. If you don't let me do my business, we can't do ours.
Yep.
More than 80% of the luxury bags in the
world. There you go. It's horrible. Hold up. They exposed Lululemon?
FYB is full of these videos from China just sharing how they manufacture luxury goods and how they're trying to just go straight to the consumers now, and they don't even want to work with these brands. It seems like I'm surprised more people didn't know that they'll, like, for example, if they're doing like a luxury bag, they'll probably make the majority of the bag in China. And then they'll ship it back to whatever country it is. And then in that country, they'll either add some finishing touches or they'll add their logo or some sort of something, right?
That's
they'll
crazy.
So that allows them to be able to write made in Italy or made in America. Not.
You know what? K-Bird, I kind of, let me say this. Honestly.
Recognize this style.
Honestly, why not? Why not sue the brands? Why not? Now, I don't know about foreign brands, but like if you're like Coach, for example, there's a Barco on Coach. There's like, I think I have a vintage Coach. Hold up. Let me see if I can bring it. Give me one sec. Sorry, y'all. This is, I think it was, see, you could tell it's a pretty old, I take care of my stuff. I'll say this much. I take care of everything. But like this is, you could tell it's an older Coach from like the early 2000s. You see that? You said it's a forever quality, but is it really made in the US? And now I'm kind of wondering, let's see. Here, this one says actually it's handcrafted in China from the finest material. Okay, so this one actually does say China. But what if people that buy the Louis and the Vuittons and stuff like that. Now this is vintage, y'all. This is like, I could tell you I used it a couple times, but I taken care of it. I even have like the plastics in there. They take care of it. And I like the little, and I have another one that's older, but these are all vintage and whatnot. But that's what I'm saying is that I don't ever buy full price or anything. Everything that I buy is passed down, or it's vintage, or somebody else had it and took care of it. That's kind of how I am with my stuff. Yeah, I mean, I love it. There's something about passing on the vintage stuff. Let's see. And it's been right there in front of your eyes the whole time. Yeah, it's been there. But the thing is like, guys, what, like somebody was saying here, is it Barron? Barron said that, people are going to sue those companies. It makes you wonder, like, yeah, why won't they, why not? Why not sue? If you bought a Hermes and you find out that your Hermes is like not, isn't Hermes like Italy? I don't know, y'all. They see, I don't be keep those are way too expensive for me. If they're not keeping up with what they said that they provided, and you bought it, like, I would be suing. I would definitely be suing them. Why not? Why not? I have a lot of questions about that, but it is what it is. You say, I also take care of my stuff. Can't stand people who don't. I take care of a lot of my stuff. I really do. I do a good job at it. Part of it is maybe it's because of the way I was raised, because I wasn't raised with a lot. So anytime I get something, I reuse it, I repurpose it. You always got to find, and I'm teaching my kids to do the same, because I don't want them to feel like they can just throw things right away. It's a good thing to have. But yeah, you said it's handmade and hand sewn by one person from start to finish. Really? Each bag, Blair? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Of course you do. For the past more than 30 years, we have been OEM factory for most of the luxury brands around the world. Gucci, Prada, Coach, Louis Vuitton, you name it. But for this, I am not proud, because we were only making our wages. The profit margin for the people who are actually making the bags are very low. What I'm really proud of is that, first, we have the best quality control. Two, we have the best craftsmanship. Chinese craftsmen are always intelligent and diligent. Three, we have the most complete supply chain. We always get what we want, like zippers, accessories of any kind, any color.
And they're getting paid shit for the things that they do. So we shouldn't just be paying attention to the what's the Temus and the Sheins and stuff like that. Even the what is it? The other stores, the Forever 21s, which I believe it's closing down, but that's another one. Those were also, everything was made out of China from there too, for the Forever 21s. The other store, like all these big chains, this is designer stuff, is a whole different monster in a whole different dark industry in itself too.
And leathers immediately. Now, as the USA and its little European brothers are trying to refuse Chinese goods, don't you think luxury brands are not trying to move their OEM out of China? Yes, they did, but...
Thank you. Darcy, it's H&M. That's the other store that it's like all China product. You look at the thing that's all Chinese products. Like you could see it in the labels too. So it's like, they might be selling it here, but a good portion is out of sweatshops, and they're getting paid nothing for the craft and the work that they're doing. It's ridiculous. I can't. Labor camps are no joke. That's what it seems like to me. So it's like, are we really, I mean, I'm not surprised by this being exposed, but I think that maybe then, hold these brands accountable. If they say that they're in the US, well then, like, really, let's get it together and let's figure this out. Or like Coach said on their label, handcrafted in China, then I expect this is a Chinese bag too. It is what it is.
They failed because the OEM factories out of China, they don't have good quality control and they don't have as good craftsmanship. Their workers are either too expensive or too lazy. 3, they don't have any supply chain. They always have trouble getting leather or zippers or any accessories. That is why they failed, and that is why we will always be the best OEM factory for luxury brands. Why don't you just contact us and buy from us? You won't believe the prices we give you. Recognize this style, this bag. Of course you do.
I agree. Just go direct to the source. Just go contact him if you want a little Gucci, a Louis, a Prada. Contact them because they have it. They'll do it for you. You might as well just give it all to them. That's it. That's what it seems like to me. They actually take a lot of pride in their products, and they're actually really pleasant to work with. Well, and it's just ridiculous to like just the insults in between. I just think it's ridiculous. But I mean, why should we go through the in between? If you're buying a bag from a website, I mean, these things are Balenciaga. There's another one. Are they also made in China too? I didn't hear Balenciaga, but that's another dark brand. You know, why go in between? Kim Kardashian with her Skims. Is she also making her stuff in China too? Where are the Skims made? Is she going to say there's a factory somewhere in the US? Let me see. Where are Skims made? Let's see. There you go. Skims are in Turkey, China, and Hong Kong. There you go. They make their sneakers in China. Skims makes her clothing in Hong Kong, Turkey, and China. It just is crazy. Nothing is ever just like what it is. It just, let's see. Where does Balenciaga? I think they say they're like from Spain, right? Balenciaga make their clothes. Hold up. Italy, China, with some pieces are also being made in France. Okay? Cut the middleman and just go straight to them. But yeah, thank you. Vicky says somebody DM the links for these shops. My screen name is the same for IG. Yes, it's all in China. All in China, and they're getting paid shit. Okay, well then I don't think we should be surprised. We shouldn't be surprised that all these luxury brands use factories outside of this country. None of this should be a surprise to any of us. There's no secret. I think we all knew that. But if you didn't, then maybe you should sue. Maybe people should sue if it says it's made in the US and it's not. Maybe people should sue. They're all outsourced from China or India to make the biggest profit with the lowest production cost. Not a surprise at all. Are we? I don't think we are at all. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you guys go because I got to go tend to baby bunny. Guys, I see that BJ is live right now on the Diddy docket stuff. Go over there and support her, guys. Go support. Y'all are amazing. You said, Rabbit, is it Italy? But what they do is create a sweatshop in Italy on the cheap, and all the workers from China in Italy all the workers are from China and Italy. See, Franny Law, Blair was saying the same thing too earlier. So I wonder about this. I think it's good to research. I mean, it would be good to kind of find out exactly. But I mean, like I said, I don't feel like anything was exposed that we didn't already know. Oh my God, Rabs, what about the 17 people? 17 people, guys. There are 17 people missing from the ATL who went to Indeed for a job opportunity. I have to kind of wonder about that because I don't know. And I have yet to see like any actual photos of these 17 people, but check my latest video. Let me know what you guys think. I'm looking to see if there's any more information about that. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Mar says, thank you for the 999 for a Folex, Rabbit. Thank you for buying me a Folex on this live stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Let me shout out Mar. Thank you. Let me shout out some people. Wim, thank you so much. Mar. Thank you. Sylvia, thank you. Nancy Johns, thank you. Sylvia again. Cheeks and Morris, y'all are amazing. I appreciate you guys helping me with, the channel and your support. Y'all are amazing. It definitely helps in the algorithm. What I found out is that if you have super chat goals, which is why we have them now, it's supposed to help you boost you in the algorithm because they'll promote you more because YouTube's trying to make money off of people, of course. But anyways, I will see you guys on the next one. Hit the like button. Bye, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Bye, guys.